Hey Flosstube, it's Kate the Queen of Starts, and it is Saturday, April 22nd, and it's been forever, again. Start every video that way. Oh no, life has just been insane. That's it, insane. One or the other of us has been sick, or I'm dealing with fibro flares with the change of seasons. I have a random loose needle. That's safe. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know where to put the needle. No, everything's just been insane, and getting 10 minutes to make a video is impossible, much less a regular length one. So anyway, I wish I could figure out how to do all the editing and stuff, because I know Sherry does that, and she has her videos in little pieces, and I like that. I love watching her videos. I couldn't figure that out if I tried. Have fun. Hubby's going out to work on brake lines. So, yes, life has been busy, and work has been busy, and everybody's been busy. So, how's everybody doing? Some days I get a lot of time to stitch, and some days I get no time to stitch. No, I didn't cut my hair, by the way. It's just up. It's driving me crazy. It needs cut. I don't have time to go to the salon. Anyway, I'm tired. But I have lots of stuff to show you. Fingers crossed. Toddler is asleep for now. Sleep is for the week, according to her. During the day, forget it. Should be 3 next month. Who needs naps? Nobody. I need naps. Anybody else need naps? I need naps. So, I have enough starts to fill this whole video, because it's been ages. I mean, I have my start from St. Patrick's Day in here, so that tells me something, how long it's been. So, these are in no particular order. You know, I start out putting them in order, and then I'm like, who cares? I don't care. I have it written down. It's in my records. It's all good. So, let's get started with all of the starts for the last month. This first one, I don't have a picture. I should have printed one out, and I was going to, and I was like, no, the printer will wake up the small person. Wasn't taking that chance. So, this is from Artisy. It was a free chart. If you don't know, they put out 2 free charts every 2 weeks. Sometimes they'll go a little longer, but usually it's every 2 weeks. And they put out just absolutely gorgeous charts. This one, they're all full coverage. Well, not all of them. Sometimes they don't have a full coverage, but most of them are full coverage. This one is called Tree Lined. I looked this up a minute ago. Tree Lined Road in Winter, and it's really pretty winter scene with trees and a road. Tree lined road, lots of snow. So, very, very pretty. Anyway, I have it on 18 count oatmeal Aida. See, it's not real big, but, you know, and that's going to be full coverage. So I've started up here on the corner, doing some trees. And I have a super sparkly blue, looks like it's wintry, leaf from Brenda's Minders and More. I don't remember who else you can get those from, but I'm sure there's other people that sell them. And I didn't start this on St. Patrick's Day, but I know I started it somewhat close to there. This is Irish Blessing. I had the page mark a minute ago. There we go. Lois Winston is the designer. But it's Irish Blessing. Isn't that pretty? And it says, may you always walk in sunshine. May you never want for more. May Irish angels rest their wings right beside your door. And this is from the spring 2015 issue of Cross Stitch and Needlework. It doesn't call for too many colors, but I pulled a bunch of greens from my Carrie's creation. It's all, you can get colors for like 3 colors, 3 or 4, anyway. Maybe 4 because I have 4 pulled. So I'll just be doing that in different shades of green from Carrie's. It's on 14 count light pink Ada. And there we are. It helps if I show you something other than the fabric. There we go, a couple of shamrocks so you can really see the variegation. That's pretty. And I have a little 4-leaf clover with a ladybug needle minder from Bella Stitch. I don't know what the dog's barking at. He's probably barking at the cat. I don't know why they're inside. It's not raining yet. It's supposed to. It's gray out. But yeah, it's supposed to storm. We got some nasty rain last night. About 1 in the morning, I think, it was pouring. Yes, I was up. I love insomnia lately. S'mores. Don't eat the cat. Alright, next up, we have the Yuletide Garden Labyrinth Sal from Carolyn Manning that I need to get cracking on. I think the second month is out, or soon to be out. Alright, there it is. It's on 14 count smoke tone Ada, and that's the full width of the piece. I have to frog this section right here. I think that's why I haven't worked on it, because I discovered my mistake right when I put it away, and I was like, so I have to pull this section out, frog this little section, and redo it. It's off by a stitch, and that's going to throw the whole thing off. Anyway, but it's not a big deal. It's just a few stitches to do. So I started work, so I did the whole border. That's month 1. And then I've got to fill in all the blocks. So gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Love it. Pretty, pretty. And I have a Mickey Mouse ornament, Santa ornament needle minder from Cassie's Needle Minders. Get it. I love it when I have little pieces that are just not long enough to put up, but they're long and they get in the way. Alright, I know I just started this on Wednesday. I know this is a fairly new start. I don't have a picture. It's electronic. This is also by Carolyn Manning. And this is Grape Seeds, one of her Broken Star quilt charts. You should go over to carolynmanning.com. Designs. carolynmanningdesigns.com. Oh my gosh. So pretty. So, and yeah, lots of quilts. So I'm done. Hello, Marshmallow. Are you coming in? She's just going to stand in the doorway. So this is on 18 count Ada. And I have the start of one of the purples. It's all purples. So that's what got me. And I have my purple Capricorn needle minder from Minding My Minders. I'm the Capricorn. And I love purple. I think I've got 2 in here. Yeah, I can move that. Okay, from the 2015 Halloween issue from Just Cross Stitch. I have 2 starts. They weren't remotely close to each other. They were just in the bag. So I had to show them off. So we have the spooky banner. Ooh, lots of glare there. Isn't that so pretty? I remember the first time I got this magazine, this was the first thing I wanted to stitch. I don't even think I'd even tried anything on perforated. No, I hadn't even heard of perforated paper at the time. So, Brianne Jackson is the designer on that. And so I'm working on that, and I have the letter S started. I think I'm going to change up the colors. I mean, it only calls for 5 colors, But I think I'm actually going to mix it up a little bit, add some different shades, different colors, have some fun with it. So believe it or not, I would like to get this done by Halloween. So 14 count antique brown perforated paper, and I have a little candy corn needle binder from No Name Needle Binders. Have my piece cut for the next letter. I might do that in Mania. I might start the rest of those in Mania. And then, you know, it helps if I have the magazine. You're a dip. Okay. I just started Spooky Hollow Quilts. What page is it on? 66. There we go. Spooky Hollow Quilts. Love it. I've seen a few people stitching this. This is on 28 count Lugana in brown sugar from Under the Sea Fabrics. So there we go, start of one of the houses. And I have an owl key needle minder that I made myself. It looks like a key that would open up one of those little buildings, right? Thought that was cool. Alright, that one goes over there because I gotta move some stuff around. Stay. Where was I? Okay. Next up is Numbers from the Cricut collection. I love this chart. I do. This is one of those I love it, but I hate the colors that were picked for it. I know it's supposed to be prim and simple and kind of muted. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. But I want a really bright number sampler. So I am changing up the colors as I go to give it just a brighter, more fun feel. So doing this on 18 count Ada in Swimming Pool from Fabrics by LJ, and it's an enormous piece. This is a fat quarter, and it's going to take the whole thing. So, and it's upside down. So it's an enormous piece. So I started the number 6 with Citrus from Carrie's Creation. Thought that nice bright orange would be pretty. I do half and half on the numbers, half orange, half maybe yellow. Anyway, give it a nice fun feel. So there it is, part of the number 6 started. Where are you going? Get back here. And of course, because this is numbers, I have the count. From Sesame Street. Anyway, I got that from True North Needle Minders. He's guarding my numbers chart. We watch a lot of Sesame Street in my house. Oh, the light's yellow now. Fun. Anyway, Tim will come home and I'll tell him the number of the day and the letter of the day. Exciting. All right, this was today's start. I told you they're in no order. So this is Toy Story from Cloud's Factory. Was watching it this morning for the bazillionth time. By myself. No kids. Just me. So, and I started thinking about Don Rickles, who passed away. He was Mr. Potato Head. And so many, oh my gosh, so many other things in life. Very talented man. So, figured I would go ahead and start that. So this is 14 count bright yellow Ada from Fabrics by LJ. And I got Woody's face done. What are you doing, dog? I don't know what they're doing. And I have my blingy alien needle minder from True North Needle Minders. What are you doing, sugar? S'mores. Hello. What you guys want? You want to come in here and make a lot of noise. That's what you want to do. Okay, yesterday's start is from the Prairie Schooler. This is the All You Can Eat book, number 97. It's got some really cute charts. And I started Picnic Area. This is on 14 count. I'm calling it beige. It didn't have a name, but I'm calling it beige. Nice neutral color for all the woodsy thread colors. And I started the letter N in their, you know, patented 3371 that they call for. I like it. And I have a very woodsy owl needle minder from No Name Needle Minders. Okay, next up is 3 Chairs by Jeremiah Junction. This is from the February 2001 issue of Cross Country Stitching. I like all those chairs. And it says, in my cottage the chairs are 3. 1 for stitching merrily, 2 for taking midday tea, 3 for hosting company. I thought that was sweet. So this is on 18 count antique white Ada. It's just a long narrow piece. So I started the arm and leg of one of the chairs there. And my needle minder is a Teacup minder from Minding My Minders. Although I think I just got this sheet in the shop for No Name Needle Minders, I think. I know I got a Teacup sheet for the 1 inch, but can't remember. Okay. I apologize if I'm too loud or too quiet. My left ear is plugged. Again, always happens in the spring. Usually it clears up by now. So I might be having to go to the doctor for that. But my volume is off. I'm either too loud or too quiet. Yeah, okay. This is from Artisy. And it is Loneliness of Autumn from... Okay, I'm not going to pronounce it. I love his work. It's so pretty. Just love the colors, and it's a good mix of confetti and big blocks of color. Are you done? They need their advantage. S'mores. Are you done? Hi. Gives me the what, Mom? Look. Alright, this is on 28 count white Monaco. Such a sad day. I finally, I think this was part of the last piece of Monaco I cut off my bolt of fabric I got for Christmas. Time to order another one. Anyway, so I have 2 over 1/2 stitch, so I have the corner started in black. And I have a leaf needle minder from Minding My Minders. You gotta go outside, buddy? The sound of tools in the garage. You gotta go outside? Hey, Hope! Can you let the dogs out, please? Thank you. Make sure they have water, please. Yes, it does. Okay, next up is Ink Circles 99 bottles. Love this chart. it's so fun and pretty. So, took forever to get the right fabric though. I, tried a couple of different things, and this is for Tim, so he was just like, no, I don't like that one, no. So I finally got it. So I got this from Dying for Cross Stitch. It's an 18 count Ada, and it's just the perfect color. So there's the start of one of the bottles, and I have a Drink Me needle minder from Minding My Minders. So super fun piece. Some of these I have to keep out just to put thread in. Yes, and thank you. Flying chocolate. I'm not going to eat it on screen, but I'm going to keep it right there. Child's pelting me with chocolate. Anyway, some of these I have to keep out because I did pick up a few threads at Michael's the other day. Not too many with the price increase, but some I needed. Okay, next up we have Gathering Eggs by Nora Corbett. This is from the April 1998 issue of Cross Stitch and Needlework. Isn't she pretty? And this is very stitch heavy. It is almost full coverage. Just this little section down here at the bottom, and then whatever you can see on the edges is not stitched. So I love this fabric. I'm going to have to order some more. This was my, see, a lot of these starts were some of my Happy Mail, so, but this was my fabric of the month from Under the Sea Fabrics. This is Iris. It's 28 count Jobelin. And just so pretty. I mean, it's already been chopped up into 2 pieces and used because it's gorgeous. Look at those colors. I love it. Anyway. So I have the start of her dress there. I have my White Rabbit needle minder from True North Needle Minders. I know that stroller's not pushing itself. Hi. I see. The cats are really loud? Yes, I agree.
Cats are really run.
Are you going to put baby in your stroller?
I did.
Yeah?
My poopy butt.
Okay. I have children. I have a child who's not potty trained, but she knows when she has a full diaper. Thank you. You announced that to the Flosstube community.
I did.
You did. That's awesome. Okay. You want to say, you can see my hand there. You want to say hi?
No.
No? You leaving? Okay. All right. I'm going to pause this for a minute, take care of this small person, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. Oh, I have no idea how to edit. I really don't. So, yeah. Things around here, always a fun surprise. At least she knows when she needs a new diaper, and if she wasn't so terrified of the potty, she is terrified of the potty. That's been fun with trying to potty train. So, next up in my line of starts is a series I've been wanting for ages, and I finally purchased it Black Friday and lined up the perfect fabric for it. So this is You Are My Sunshine from Stitcherovia. They have the there's 3 charts with the song. So the first part, You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine, is on 14 count bright yellow Ada from Fabrics by LJ. So that is part of the I. The letters are huge. But fun stitching, because it's very simple. Has all of 4 colors, I think, maybe, in each one. So, I have Big Bird and Elmo on this one. I sang You're My Sunshine to Hope when she was little, and I sing it to Alex. It's her favorite song, so I sing it to her several times a day. So, I want to make sure my needle minders are 2 for my 2 girls. Alright, next up, this is from the Big Book of Kitty Cats from Good Natured Girls. And I started this one right here, Where's My Coffee? I think she's very pretty. You know, a white cat on a log there. But I didn't want to stitch her white. So I changed it up into kind of a creamy color, a 739. Kind of a creamy beige color. We've had a couple cats like that. And this is just a scrap. I was looking for a way to use up this scrap of 28 count light blue Jobelin. And I was going through my stash and I was like, oh, I've been wanting to do this one. So there it is. So there's the start of one of her legs. Again, just a very simple chart. Just a few colors. But so nice relaxing stitching. And I have Garfield with his coffee because that is so me in the morning. Where's my coffee? Don't attempt to talk to me unless I've had at least 1 cup of coffee. Okay, next up is Villandry from Elizabeth Almond. This is the one that Katie the Stash Queen started recently, the one that has thousands of colonial knots. I saw a really good tutorial on it, so I do want to try them. I've never tried colonial knots before. They look a lot easier than French knots. Let's see, this is from the summer 2015 of Cross Stitch and Needlework. But this is fun. I already really enjoy this piece. I got the whole center part stitched up a little. Isn't that so pretty? I love her pieces. So now it's on to Algerian eyelets, which I've done. So I'm not scared of them, but I gotta focus on those. All right. And Shannon gave me the perfect idea for this one. I just could not figure out what kind of needle minder I want with this. She's like, okay, Villandry, sounds like villain, something green. I was like, oh, well, I have a Slytherin, yeah, too dark to see, Slytherin Maleficent needle minder from True North Needle Minders. So, yeah, perfect. But yes, this is such a pretty piece. Next up is Spring Flower Patch by Jeremiah Junction. It's from the Seasoned with Love booklet, and it's that one right there, Spring Flower Patch. I love this whole set. So I already have it kitted up. It's ready to go. So I started the Spring Flower Patch. And these are all on 18 count oatmeal Aida. So there she is. I did her dress and her apron and started her bonnet. A lot of my starts over the last month have a lot more than my standard 30 minutes because I was doing the Stitch a Million challenge in the Ultimate Cross Stitch group. So I was trying to do 500 stitches on a project before I changed projects. That was a challenge for me. So a lot of my starts I just kept working on until I had 500 stitches. So which is nice. And I have a watering can needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More. Next up is Amish Spring by Diane Phelan. Quilts on a line, pretty, pretty, full coverage. This is from Stitcher's World, March 2001. This is on 28 count white Monaco. Like I said, just full coverage. So I started on the blue quilt there in the center. And my needle minder is a super cute hedgehog from No Name Needle Minders. That's me, by the way, in case you didn't know. I was working on orders yesterday, and the plumbers arrived to fix the broken hot water heater that died the night before, so Saturday, but I'm going to go work in a little bit. That's okay. I enjoy what I do. Next up is an electronic chart. I don't believe I have a picture. I kind of do. This is the Happiness is Homemade Sal from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And it's going to be 12 months of Teacakes, I think is how she put it, because it's a chart. She's from the UK. So it's just going to be it's going to be food. I like food. Anyway, so that's the border, and we have been released one piece so far, other than the border, and it's a little fruit tart. So I've had to change up some of the colors. It's such a pretty palette, and I had a heck of a time. I didn't want to stitch it on white. I don't know why, I just didn't. So I am having to change up some of the colors to go with this. This is from, no, I don't have the tag. It's either from Dyeing for Cross Stitch or Fantasy Dyed Fabrics. I'm not sure. It's one or the other. So, but it's just gorgeous. Such a pretty, pretty color. So I started the Happiness is Homemade. That looks like a T, but it's not. It's an I. So I started there, and my needle minder says Shabby Chic and Everything Sweet from Minding My Minders. Oops. That doesn't go in there. Alright, next up is another electronic chart. And I was trying to find where I got this from, and I meant to look it up on Etsy. And I forgot because the chart doesn't have the shop owner's name on it, and I tried to look it up and I couldn't find the chart on Etsy. So I need to find out who this is by. I don't think it's available anymore. But there is another shop that sells a similar chart. You with me? Alright, so this is Chocolate Bunnies, and it's on 18 count Ada in Over Easy from Fabrics by LJ. And it's the two chocolate bunnies. This one is going to be missing his behind, and he's going to be saying, "My butt hurts." And this other bunny over here is going to be missing his ears, and he says, "What?" So I just adore that. So there's half of the first bunny, and I have a chocolate bar needle minder from Brenda's Minders and More. Super fun stitch. Very relaxing. I've really had to focus on relaxing stitching lately. Big chunks of color, not too much confetti. So, alright, next up is the Quilter. I have several, I'm not even sure what I'm calling it. There's the Happy Quilter, Quilter Lady that has several names. Not sure what I went with, but it's I Love Quilts from Cross Country Stitching Magazine, February 1995. And this is on 14 count pink Ada. So I have the start of her apron there. And I have a button, polka dot button needle minder that I made myself. This is the other half of my piece of iris Jobelin I got from Leslie at Under the Sea Fabrics. This is, what's it called? The Lord is Counting on You, Precious Moments Girl. Here she is. Got all of her face done, except for I gotta do the back stitching on her face. But I've got all that done and started on her hair. Just so beautiful. And my minder says, "Be still and know." And that's from True North Needle Minders. Alright, next up is another electronic chart. This is another Sal, Mystery Sal, Year of the Sal. And I have to have all of them and start all of them, of course. So, speaking of which, have you seen that new pumpkin? Not pumpkin. I'm sure pumpkin will be in there. Pie. The new pie Sal from Frosted Pumpkin. There it is. I knew there was a pumpkin in there somewhere. Anyway. Adorable. The little sneak peeks. Anyway, love it. Need to find fabric. This is the Irresistible Insect Sal, which is actually coming to a close very soon. They have 5 of the 6 insects out already, so I was very late to the party. But this is 18 count Ada from Dying for Cross Stitch. Again, this was one I saw and said, I need that for Irresistible Insect. So I started on the border, one of the circles. And my needle minder is a super blingy Love Bug from Brenda's Minders and More. It was my first needle minder of the month. Needle minder. She has her Needle Minder of the Month club. So cute. Love them all so far. Alright. Next up. Eels. Berries, Birds, and Blooms from Blue Ribbon Designs. The name was in my head and I couldn't say it. So, a very pretty piece. And this is on this lovely, I believe it's 16 count. 16 or 18. Might be 18. 18 count. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful brown piece of fabric from Fantasy Dyed Fabrics. So I have 2 little potted plants so far. And I have a Fantasy Tree needle minder from Delicious Threads. Oh, I'm sorry. It's from the Just Cross Stitch March, April 2011. Is where that's from. Okay. Next up. This is Clouds Factory. Do I have a picture? No, I do not. Okay, didn't print one out. Next up is the Gingerbread House from Clouds Factory. So it's an electronic chart. Beautiful. Just this big, beautiful gingerbread house. Lots of pretty colors. So this is on 28 count Jobelin in Kione. Not sure how to pronounce that. It's from Leslie at Under the Sea Fabrics. So pretty. So pretty. So I have the start of the house. And I have a jack-o'-lantern needle binder from True North Needle Binders. Because I was thinking gingerbread house, and I was thinking like for Halloween, the gingerbread house with Hansel and Gretel. Okay, next up is, the chart is called Spa, but it's from the Cricket Collection Bed and Bath 2. And you get both of these in here, but I'm doing the larger one where she's, well, she's both sitting in the tub, but this one is the more complete one. I'm doing this on 28 count Lugana in Frozen Margarita from Under the Sea Fabrics. So I have the start of the purple flowers around the rim of the tub. And my needle minder says, "Life is all about balance," from Minding My Minders. I love those sheets so much, I went and got the 1-inch square ones for the shop. I thought those were very pretty. Next up, Danielle. I don't know if she watches my videos, but super sweet. Just finished this chart, and every time she showed it, I said, I need that. And Andrea at Stitch Niche happened to have it on display one day with the fabulous model, and of course I had to get it. So this is Prairie Moon, the red and black, the red and the black too. So, and I decided I didn't want to do, I love Danielle's piece with the black and the blue. She did. I wanted something kind of woodsy. So I went with, I think I showed this in one of my videos with all the Happy Mail, but this is, I'm going to do it all in, the main color of the black is being switched out to Bayberry. And these are both Gentle Arts. And then the red in the picture is going to be Cinnamon. So the green and the brown. And this was an experiment that came out very nicely. I dyed this up myself. So this is 14 count Ada. And I just got a nice mix of orange and yellow and pink. So the green is just showing up gorgeous on that. Love that. And my minder is a super blingy frog from Brenda's Minders and More. Pretty sure. All right, next up is Jane's Joy by Carolyn Manning. This was the first Carolyn Manning chart I ever saw, and as soon as it came out, I wanted it. Then she, and I have no problem ordering her paper charts, I've done that before, but then she started putting them up in PDFs. Yep, I was a goner. So, I got that piece, and this is just, I love it. It is so much fun. Lots of color changes, but the way I'm stitching it, I'm stitching one little block at a time. So, every tiny little block is a mini finish to me. And there's so much you could do with it. If you liked one of the blocks over the other, or you liked a few blocks, so much you could do with it. So, this is 28 count light blue Jobelin. Absolutely perfect. So, I have 4 complete little blocks and one that's half done. So much fun. And each block, now this is something, each block is 11 by 11. So got to figure 121 stitches per block. Lots of fun. And I have a blingy bobbin needle minder from True North Needle Minders. I had a funny thought once on my last video. I remember I was saying Brenda's minders and more a lot. So, you know, if you're watching Flosstube, you could actually probably make a drinking game out of how many times I say a specific shop. How many times do I, you know, say, okay, well, this time it's Brenda's minders and more. In today's video, I'm saying True North Needle Minders a lot. That's just how it works out sometimes. Hilarious. Okay, next up, we have Deal With It by Ursula Michael. It says, deal with it one stitch at a time. And the colors are so pretty on this. So this is on 16 count gray Ada. So I have the start of the little center stocking right there with the oranges and the yellows. And my needle binder says, keep calm and cross stitch from True North Needle Minders. Next up, this is another series that Katie the Stash Queen had started, and I wanted to stitch them as well. So I started the first one, and I need to cut the fabric for the other three because I want to start those in Mania. These are the Teacup Herbs by Sharon Pope from Just Cross Stitch. These first two were in the June 2015 issue of Just Cross Stitch. The other two are in the April 2015 one. So there they are, the Teacup Herbs. You have sage and basil, and I started basil. So got a good section of the cup done and some of the saucer. This is just 28 count white Monaco. I think that's what it called for. Called for Joblin, but you know, because I just love the contrast there. And my minder is the Mad Hatter in a teacup. I'm being attacked. The tile's falling on me. Okay, I think I'm actually, for the most part. Anyway, talking out loud. I should get through all my starts that I have in here. I think there's a few more that have been whips that have been moved into my stitchy bag or my sal basket that I got to pull out. But for this video, all right. Anyway, next up is Petite Rainbow Row. Brittany of Blimey Cat Stitches. Very first Flosstuber I ever started watching, and she, one of the first two, her and Trisha, the left-handed stitcher. She was stitching this, and I wanted it, and I've had it on my wish list forever, and finally got it on Stash Unload. But just so pretty. And this was another one very difficult to find fabric for because it had so many pretty colors in it. But I ended up with this 16 count pink sand Ada, and I think it's perfect. So there's the start of one of the houses, part of the green. And my needle minder is a rainbow fish from True North Needle Minders. Okay, next up, this is all Letitia's fault. I'm kidding. But I know there's been a lot of debate. There's been a lot of drama going on. What is up with that? Ugh, I hate drama. Anyway, you know, people are going to be people. Not my phone. Should probably tell Tim about that. That's work. Enjoy the music. She's really loud. Eventually it'll stop. Okay. Anyway, some people love this, some people hate it. You know, it's a personal preference, people. If you don't like it, that's fine. Some people do, and that's fine too. Either way is fine. Anyway, sorry, just drama. I know there's drama in Flosstube, and there's drama, I don't know. What a mess. Anyway. But Letitia had shown this, and I was really wanting to try it out, so I love it. Personally, I love it. So this is the Sulky 12 weight cotton thread, color fast. It's called Peacock Plume. Lots of blues and greens in it, and I adore it. I got it as an experiment, and I wanted to try it out, and I am very, very happy with the results. Because you stitch with one thread of this. One thread is, they say it's one thread is equal to 2 threads of DMC for coverage. Again, it's how you stitch, what you stitch on, whatever makes you happy. This is the Spring 2016 Cross Stitch and Needlework. And I'm stitching up the Kitchen Notions chart from Linda Bird. And it's so pretty. I love it. And it's actually just, it started for one color. So it's great for variegated floss and whatever color you want to stitch it on. I'm doing this on 16 count chocolate milk Ada. Or milk chocolate, who knows? Don't remember. But I adore it. I got the colander done and most of the letter E. And like I said, I love the coverage. I'm very happy with it. I love the color. So, fantastic. I have my little kawaii cheeseburger from Brenda's Miters and More. So, I like it. I will be getting more of the blendables colors because, like I said, just fine. For me, it works. If it doesn't work for you, that's okay. Okay, next up is an electronic chart. This is the Good Luck hoodies. I think I already showed this. No, I know what it was. I showed it in, I had like 4 tries one day for a video, and it just wasn't working. So that's why I remember showing this. But this is the hoodies Good Luck chart. Little Irish hoodies from Pinoy Stitch on Etsy. And this is on 18 count opalescent Ada from Dyeing for Cross Stitch. I don't think it's Fantasy Dyed Fabrics. Anyway, so got a lot done on this. Was sitting at the trampoline park stitching on it. So lots of fun, lots of nice easy stitching there. And my needle minder was my second needle minder of the month from Brenda's Miters and More with his little wiggly legs. And he's so cute. So. And the last one in my basket here. Like I said, I know I missed a few because they're either in my Sal bucket or they're in my stitchy bag out in the other room. But I'm out of time anyway, so wait for the next video. Alright, next up, last one is A Christmas Treat, Cherished Teddies. And this is from Cross Stitcher, not the Cross Stitcher. Oh no, sorry, I have this backwards. This is from the Cross Stitcher, which was the old US magazine. I did subscribe to Cross Stitcher from the UK. Get that digitally now because I had to have their monthly sale. Anyway, so this is it. Cross Stitcher, you'll remember I started the Birthstone Angel. So this is my Cherished Teddy on 28 count white Monaco. Cherished Teddies must be done on 28 count now because of quarter stitches. But I have part of his hat started. And I have a little patchwork teddy bear that my friend Christine sent me. So those are most of my starts over the last month. I have a good pile of whips here too, which will have to wait till the next video, which I don't know when that's going to be. I'm going to try and get it in today, but I can't guarantee anything. I got to get some minders made today, and I think we're just going to hang around the house all day, which is nice. I did want to show you my finish. This was a start to finish project in March. Took me 3 weeks, I think, and that's stitching on it almost exclusively. But this is the memorial piece I made for my brother. Can't remember the name of the shop offhand, but I bought it on Etsy. It's called Brother and Sister. So, this was very good therapy stitching for me. Set me way back when I finished it, because it just felt very final. And so that's why I haven't turned it into an FFO yet. My intention is to put it on some acid-free backing board and put it inside a frame with pictures of me and my brother. Anyway, that's what I got today. Lots of starts, lots of life. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, if you turned it off in the middle, that's okay. You're not hearing me anyway. It's all good. It's all good. Everybody has their preference on Flosstube. Some like short videos, some like long videos. Some like lots of haul, some like no haul. Some like, it doesn't matter. You know, there's hundreds of Flosstubers out there with thousands of videos. I'm sure you can find something you like. So, bye. Have a great weekend. Happy stitching. Talk to you later.